Hello, today we're presenting to you everything we know about database management system. But before we going to know what it is and how it works, we have to know a little bit about the history behind it. Since the ancient time, humans began to store information for a very long time through multiple types of ways, such as writing on paper, or writing on trees, or even writing on stone. Elaborate database systems were developed by the government office, libraries, hospitals, and business organizations, and some of the basic principles of this system are still being used today. Thanks to the advancement of computer science, computerized database started in the 1960s when the use of computers became a more cost-effective option for private organizations. There were two popular data models in this decade, a network model called CODASIL and a hierarchical model called IMS. One database system that proven to be a commercial success was the Zebra system that was used by IBM to help American Airlines manage its reservation data. In 1970, Edgar Frank Codd published an important paper to propose the use of a relational database model, and his idea changed the way people talk about database. In his model, the database schema or logical organization is disconnected from physical information storage, and this became the standard principle for database systems. Two major relational database system prototypes were created between the years 1974 and 1977, and they were the Ingres, which was developed by UBC, and System R created at IBM St. Joseph's. Ingres used a query language known as QUEL, and it led to the creation of systems such as Ingres Code, OnePace, and Pretendly. On the other hand, System R used the SQL query language, and it contributed to the development of DB2, RBase, and Oracle. It was also in this decade that relational database management system became a recognized term. In 1976, a new database model called Entity Relationship was proposed by Peter Chen. This model made it possible for designers to focus on data application instead of logical table structure. Structured Query Language or SQL became a standard query language in the 1980s. Relational database system became a commercial success as the rapid increase in computer sales pushed the database market, and this caused a major decline in the popularity of network and hierarchical database model. DB2 became the flagship database product for IBM, and the introduction of IBM BC resulted in the establishment of many new database companies and the development of products such as Paradox, RB5000, and Wacom SQL. Early in 1990s, after a database industry shakeout, most of the surviving companies sold complex database products at high price. Around this time, new client tools for application development were released, and these include the Oracle Developer, Power Builder, and others. A number of tools for personal productivity such as ODBC and Microsoft Excel Access were also developed. Prototypes for object database management systems were also created around this period. In the mid-1990s, the advent of the Internet led to exponential growth of the database industry. Average desktop users began to use client-server database systems to access computer systems that contain legacy data. Increased investment in online businesses in the late 1990s resulted in a rise in demand for Internet database connectors, such as FrontPage, Active Server Page, Java Servlet, and Oracle Developer 2000. The use of CGI, MySQL, Apache, and other systems brought open-source solutions to the Internet. With the increased use of point-of-sale technology, online transaction processing, and online analytics processing began to come of age. Although the internet industry experienced a decline in the early of 2000, data application continued to grow. New interactive applications were developed for PDAs, point-of-sale transaction, and consolidation of vendors. Presently, the three leading database companies in the Western world are Microsoft, IBM, and Oracle. Today, databases are everywhere and are used to enhance our day-to-day life from personal cloud storage to predicting the weather. Many of the services we utilize today are possible due to databases. Presently, there are many new players in the non-relational database space offering specific solutions. Some of the current relational databases include giants such as Oracle, MySQL, and DB2. We're also seeing new trends emerging that focus on making powerful technology accessible to everyone. Now that we know a brief history about database, we're moving on to what it is and how it works.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about database management system. A database management system is a software tool to organize data in a database. A database management system is a software package designed to store and manage data. Uh, the main aim of a database management system is to supply a way to store and retrieve database information that is both convenient and efficient. By data, we mean known facts that can be recorded and that have embedded meanings. Usually, people use software such as Database 5 or 4 or 5, Microsoft Access or Excel to store data in the form of database. Meaningful data combined to form information, hence the information is interpreted data. Provide with semantics. Microsoft Access is one of the most common examples of database management system. The reason why we use a database management system to maintain data is because of data independent and efficient access, and to develop software application in less time use, to uniform data administration, and for data integrity and security, for concurrent access to data and data recovery from crashes, and to use user-friendly declarative query language. The component of a database management system contain the user, which is any kind of database such as administrator, system developer, or database user. Database application may be departmental, personal, organization, or internal. A database management system is a software that allows users to create and manipulate database access, and the database is the collection of logical data as a single unit. A database management system allows the user to do the four following tasks, which is data definition, helps in creating, modifying, and removing of definition that define the organization of data in database. Data updation helps in inserting, modifying, and deleting of the actual data in the database. And data retrieval helps in retrieving of data from database, which can be used by application for various purposes. And finally, user administration helps in registering and monitoring user, enforcing data security, monitoring performance, maintaining data integrity, and dealing with concurrency control, and recovering information corrupted by failure. There are a lot of there are a lot of type of database management system, but at the moment there are seven main type, which is hierarchical database, network database, relational database, object-oriented database, graph database, or model database, and document database. The advantage of using a database management system is data independence, which allow application program to be as free and independent as possible from detail of data representation and storage. A database management system can supply an abstract view of the data for inserting application code and efficient data access. And that is all for database management system. Now we're gonna move on to more in-depth details about database and type of database.
Hello everyone, welcome to my Prezi. And as you guys have known, there are many different types of databases, but depending upon the usage requirement, there are following types of databases available in the market right now. We come into the first one is relational databases. As you guys can see here in the relational model, items in a relational database are organized as a set of tables with columns and rows, and it relates to each other. The second one is object-oriented databases. Information in an object-oriented database is represented in the form of object, as in object-oriented programming. The third one is distributed databases. A distributed database consists of two or more files located in different sites. The database may be stored on multiple computers located in the same physical location or scattered over different networks. And the fourth one is data warehouse, a central repository for data. A data warehouse is a type of database specifically designed for fast query and analysis. The fifth one is NoSQL databases, or called non-relational database. It allows unstructured and semi-structured data to be stored and manipulated. The sixth is graph databases. A graph database stores data in terms of entities and the relationship between entities. As you guys can see here, two entities relationship between them and the data. The seventh one is OLTP databases. An OLTP database is a speedy analytic database designed for large number of transactions performed by multiple users. This type of data is known for its high performance, faster accessibility, and reliable consistent data. It's like internet banking you use today. And some of the latest databases. Here we have open source databases, cloud databases, multi-model database, document or JSON database, or called JavaScript object notation database. And the last one is driving databases. Thank you for listening.
The last part in database presentations is there are many databases used for storage such as Google Drive, iCloud, Android, and so on. Right now, I would like to introduce to everyone about the most popular database in cloud computing is cloud computing. So, what's a cloud computing? Cloud computing is service model that allows users to access shared computing resources like as networks, servers, storage, applications, and service. We can connect to the network easily anytime, anywhere on demand. This resource can be set up or canceled quickly. Notice the word cloud in the phrase cloud computing is basically a metaphor used to describe the internet. Um, Cloud computing include four types. They are public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. The last one is community clouds. Um, the public cloud is meaning everyone can use and share information because public cloud is not limited to user. Next to that, private clouds is often used within the enterprise to ensure data security and protection by corporate firewalls and directly managed. Next to that, hybrid cloud is a combination of public cloud and private cloud. It exploits the strength and weakness of two models. It, it will usually created by the business. The last one is community cloud. Community cloud built for the purpose of sharing infrastructure and data from many different organizations. Right now, we go to the advantage or disadvantage of for Thai cloud computing. The first one, public cloud has three advantages. This is there are so many. The first one serves many users and a limited time and space. Secondly, low investment cost. Thirdly, can be scaled according to user needs. Next to public cloud is hybrid cloud with two advantages. The first one is data security, and the last one use multiple cloud service without restriction. Next to that, private cloud has two advantages. The first one, more flexibility in using and managing data. Secondly, better information security is better. The last one, community cloud, has two advantage. This is a organization, business, individual operating in this field can easily share data and information to serve their own work Secondly, ensure privacy, security, and better policy compliance. The bad of the public cloud is mm, often used within enterprise to ensure data security and protection by covering firewalls and direct manage. Sorry. Disadvantage here. Disadvantage public cloud is unsafe and difficult to control data. Hybrid cloud disadvantage is difficult has two disadvantage. One, difficult to deploy and manage the system. Two, a lot of waste a lot of money. Uh, Private cloud has three disadvantages. Is having difficulty in deploying technology, the cost of money to build and maintain the system. The last one only serve in business. Community cloud has two disadvantages. Is one, difficulties in administration. Two, a lot of money to build and deploy. Next to main type of cloud computing, we move to benefits. Benefits of cloud computing have four benefits. One is cost savings, two, convenience, three, safe and continuous, four, fast deployment anywhere. Application of the cloud computing is has six application. One, cloud database. Second, testing, developing web and applications. Third, big data analysis. For data storage for the web, file store and share data. 6. Enterprise management application. Thank you for listening my presentation and goodbye.